I am sorry that I didn't make a reaction video. To anyone who doesn't really understand how the whole editing process goes, it takes, at least for me, I'm not that experienced with editing, so it takes me a couple of hours to edit a reaction video because I have over an hour's footage and you sort of have to go through every clip. It takes a long time. Videos like this where I just talk, those take no time at all because mostly I'm pretty good at just talking without having to like cut out awkward pauses and stuff like that. At least I've gotten better at that. To anyone who doesn't know, I didn't film my reaction video for Supernatural because I had like a giant paper or presentation technically. I just had the presentation today. I got a B+, I think that is, or a B, something like that. It's like marketing and business economy thing, and this thing was like super important to my final grade, so you can see why I decided to, put that a little bit over a reaction video. But while I was watching the episode, because I have watched the episode, it doesn't take any time to watch the episode, it's the editing part that takes ages that I don't have. So I decided to like write down my reactions, just gonna talk about it. Okay, when Sam said, "I'll kill Crowley," I was like screaming and I was ready to punch my screen because I've really grown attached to Crowley. What are you doing, Sammy? What are you doing? You're not killing Crowley. What are you doing? Also got really pissed that he was like trusting her, so when he didn't want her to go with him, and also in the end when he sort of locked her, I'm really proud of him for not trusting her, because like if he was just blindly trusting her, I would have gone really pissed because they've had enough experience to know that you can't do that. So that would be going completely against everything. There's being reckless and then there's just stupidity. And if he blindly trusted Rowena, then I would have to reconsider the whole thing with Sam being the smart brother. But he didn't. Also, at some point, Dean said something about, "Don't treat me like I'm a deceased killer puppy." And I want that on a t-shirt. I think I'm gonna make that on a t-shirt, just "deceased killer puppy." I don't know why I love that line so much, but it was like really awesome. Then there's this lady, this crazy lady, and she's talking to Dean, and then no one goes in the basement, and Sam's in the basement, and I'm screaming and yelling for Sam to get out of the freaking basement. And then Purgatory! Oh my god, and Benny! Jesus fuck, that had me going, that was insane, and I was really freaking out over that, and I'm really sorry because I feel like my reaction to that would have been funny because I was basically going like, "Oh my god, it's Purgatory! Oh my god, Benny! But it's not Benny! Benny Dean Fields! Oh my god! And then he started telling Dean to kill himself, and then I was just like, "Take it all back! Fuck you, Benny! What are you doing?" It was very emotional. I don't know if I think I've mentioned this in a video before, but it was one of my old videos, so I'm just gonna mention it again. I have an insane fear of veins. I know it's a good thing that I have them, I know I couldn't live without them, but veins and wrists, not my thing. I don't know, I have some really weird irrational fear. You know how you have really visible veins on your feet? But walking around, I think my mom is listening to rap music. This is kind of weird. What just happened? Walking around without socks on and then dropping a really sharp knife on my feet. That's a really specific and really weird as fuck fear. What? I don't know why. I haven't actually dropped a sharp knife on my feet, so I don't know. I've never heard about anyone doing that. I don't know why. And then especially wrists. So, you can probably guess that I was a mess when Sam started cutting his wrists, and then later when Dean started cutting his wrist, and I was just freaking out. I was like, no, please stop. And then it's like Sam realizing, "Oh, nope, apparently it needs more blood. Let me just cut one more time. Let's just, right here, all of this blood. I was not ready for that, and I was not okay with that, and it made me it was at the point where I was just like, okay, this is a little bit too much for me. I know that they do, like, I know that they cut a lot, but it's like, usually when they cut their arms, it's either like above here, like, you know, like here. That doesn't bother me because there's no visible veins here. It's the wrist thing because you can literally see the veins, and even talking about it grosses the shit out of me, and I feel physically uncomfortable. So I'm gonna like continue. Dean says the real Benny would never let me do it, and I started crying. Benny is like one of my favorite persons ever. I really wish that he could come back and be in more episodes because he's absolutely amazing. Well, I mean, I don't know if I would call him my favorite. I would rather have Gabriel and Kevin come back and, you know, Charlie to be a regular, but I do really, really like Benny. I think he's cool as fuck, and I loved him and Dean's friendship. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe it was so strange because I think it's because I've been reading so much Purgatory fanfiction. And like, I know that if I thought about it, I was aware that Dean and Benny was never an item. But since I've been reading so much Purgatory fanfiction, it was just sort of in the back of my, it's like, in the back of my mind that a part of me thought it, and it really did sound like it, the way that they talked. I think maybe it's because I really have like my shipper glasses on when I watch Supernatural, so I see ships everywhere. And then I also got really upset when Dean, I know it wasn't a real Benny, but I still got really upset when he had to kill him. I was like, you already had to do that once when you didn't want to? Like, really, this is heartbreaking. And then Sam, like, really trying to bleed out so they could get that stupid freaking codex or whatever it was. Usually, I call him Sammy, and it's really stupid because he's a grown-ass man. Like, there's never been a time where it was more okay to call him Sammy rather than Sam. It was so sad. I was like, oh my god, my baby, why? I was not okay. Also, I also cried when Dean said something around the lines of, we're stronger together than apart, and I was like, yes, you are. And you know what that also means? That means you have to be honest with each other. So, hey, I have an idea. Sam, stop lying. Okay, next week, Angel Heart. Don't worry, I will make a reaction to that no matter what. If it turns out, because like I am really, I have a lot of things to do lately, so if it turns out that I won't have time to film it like the day after it comes out, then I will film it at another time. Trust me, I will not watch the episode until I have the opportunity and time to film myself and film my reaction for it. What else? Yes, tomorrow I am going to film another video. It probably won't be up until Sunday, maybe? Perhaps. It's because I am participating in Dewey's 24 hours Read-a-thon. I don't know if you know what a Read-a-thon is. I was like really, like I just found out like a couple of months ago, no, maybe a month ago or something, and I was like, there's a thing called Read-a-thons. It's basically where it's either 24 hours, some of them are a couple of days, some of them are a week. It's sort of different. Basically just see how much you can read. And it's basically just read, and then you can like, sometimes you can win prizes, and then you sort of sit on the social medias and you can encourage each other, and there's like mini challenges, and it's basically amazing. And I had no idea that this existed. So when I found out that there was one April 25th, then I decided, hey, this is something I need to participate in. Of course, then I realized that all of my assignments was in that same area. So I've been like really working hard this last week to like make sure I finish all of that, so I had the opportunity to take this day off and just read, because I have so many books I need to read. I'm gonna talk more about what books and stuff like that. I will be filming myself like over the course of the day. But yeah, like do is 24-hour readathon. It is obviously 24 hours, and the special thing about this thing is that it starts on the same exact time all over the world. So it's not like it starts by midnight in your time zone. It literally starts at the same time. Mine starts at 2 p.m. so I'm a little sad since I took this day off, so it's a little bit sad that I don't have the opportunity to like start in the morning. I don't want to start in the morning, but I will probably make some of the videos in the morning. I will like talk about what books I'm gonna read and stuff like that in the morning. I'm really looking forward to it because I have not had the time this last year or two to actually read a lot, and like I love reading. I have a giant library over here that you can't see, and then a bunch of books at my dad's too. I love to read, and it sucks how little time I've had to do it. So I'm really trying. I have like a long list of books I need to buy, and I got so many books for Christmas and my birthday. So before I go, I just want to give some people some shout outs. These are people that I really enjoy watching their videos, and I think that you should go check them out too, because if you watch my videos, then you'll probably like theirs too, because they're kind of, I don't want to say fangirly since one of them is a guy. Sorry, Jackson. But like fanboy girl-ish things. Yes. The first one is Jackson, also known as Turtlehead33. He makes Doctor Who reactions. He also makes gaming videos and a bunch of other stuff. And he just made a Facebook page. So if you want to, you should go check that out. I will leave the link to his Facebook page and his YouTube channel down below, along with some other channels that I have been watching a lot of lately. The next one is Scottish Lass. I think that's how you say it. I love her videos. She deserves so much more views because her videos are always like super creative, and she's a giant Supernatural fan. And look, I really enjoy her videos, okay? You should really go check her out because she's awesome. And yeah. The third channel that I want to talk about is Small Talks Official. I will also leave a link to that one down below. These two girls, Holly and Thea, look, they commented one of my videos, and I thought, oh hey, I'm gonna go check out their channel, and I just sort of became obsessed. Basically, it's a very simple concept. They just sort of sit together and they talk about Supernatural episodes as they go, and look, they're just really funny, and they sort of say a lot of the stuff that you think yourself, and then sometimes they come with some theories that you hadn't thought about yourself, and sometimes they remember some stuff that happened earlier that you forgot. And by when I say you, I mean me. And look, I love their videos. I just sat for hours after I found their channel and just watched them all. They're basically amazing, and you should go check them out if you're a Supernatural fan. But those were the 3 channels that I think you should go watch if you enjoy my videos, because maybe you will enjoy theirs. But yeah, I'm gonna go now, and again, I'm sorry for not filming the reaction videos, but I will see you with a new reaction video next week, so bye!